Welcome to AP Chemistry. I'm so excited to jump into learning, but there's a few things that I want to review from chemistry, four main ideas or scientific principles that we can use throughout the year and kind of as a jump start to get back into thinking as a scientist. And so we're going to review those four principles today. The first one. What's up, guys? I was just playing basketball out here, and I don't know if you noticed, but my shots were pretty accurate. I was pretty precise. But we need to remember, why is that important in the classroom today? The first one we're going to talk about is accuracy and precision. And in AP Chemistry, this idea is going to be extremely important. We're going to have to be so accurate and so precise in the lab when we take measurements, when we use measurements in our calculations and analysis. And so with your team, you're actually going to look at the weekly packet and you're going to write down the definitions of these four terms. You're going to write down the definition for accuracy, precision, percent error, and uncertainty. These are extremely important. We're going to need to use these throughout the year in our conversations, in the way that we talk, and in the way that we do science. So these are going to be extremely important.
Oh, there's like $400 in my bank account? That's like probably good.
Second principle, and it's actually more of a tool that we're going to be using way more in depth than in regular chemistry class, is significant figures. And I know that we talked about them last year in chemistry, but in AP Chemistry they are going to be way more important. And so we're going to review some rules for significant figures as a group. You're going to do that. I've got the rules there for you, and then you're going to practice using those rules just a little bit as a refresher as we jump into the year. You want to make sure that you're communicating or being specific when you share calculations or you share measurements. These two items are the same size. I wonder if there was a scientific principle that would tell me if one would float or one would sink. This one, even though it's the same size as this one, sunk to the bottom of the water. What scientific principle would tell me that? The third thing that we're going to cover is this idea of density, kind of a simple scientific principle, but very important in getting our brain back into thinking like a chemist. What you and your team are going to do is write down some definitions and answer some applied density questions to get yourself thinking like a scientist. Again, this chunk of gold weighs 22 ounces. And this powdered gold in this container weighs 300 grams. I wish there was a way that I could convert the units in grams to ounces or ounces to grams to compare their two masses. Maybe there's a scientific principle that we need to remember to do this calculation. Probably my favorite scientific principle or chemistry tool that we're going to be using, and because it's so important, right? So what you and your team are going to be doing is answering some questions on dimensional analysis, and you can see why it's so important when we are doing laboratory experiments. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you and your team crush your assignment today. And if you have any questions on any of it, just come back to our Google Meet in the last 20 minutes of class, and I will help you out as much as you need. Until next time, have a great day.